Alright, continuing the phone, sleep out on me there. And I put back the setting to, like when the phone sleep, and the video wouldn't stop. Alright, but continuing, as I was saying, a lot of the stuff out here that we consume, that we wear, that we purchase, come from China. Alright, and I really and truly didn't see what point at the video that the phone actually cut off. Alright, because I was looking into the skies when I was speaking. Alright, so I'll say over everything. Once China slow down, the whole world is going to slow down. Once China slows down, the whole world is going to slow down. As I was saying in my previous video with my big brother Howard. Alright? Because China is a big exporter. They manufacture a lot of stuff and export it. A lot of these countries buy stuff from China. Alright? Including America, as you could see here in the article. Alright? And they're trying to China basically alleviate dependency on China. Alright? So Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Alright, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So hey, the elites doing an operation right now to eliminate the middle class, right? So real soon it wouldn't be average. There wouldn't be no average. It's either you're rich or you're fucking poor. Alright? As the scriptures say, rich, poor, free, born, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Alright? That is the whole mission for the elites. But as the scriptures say in Job chapter 20 and verse 23, as he about to fill his belly, the Most High will rain his wrath upon him. So as Esau about to kick back, as he about to put that last spoon in his mouth, the Most High is going to rain the glittering swords upon Esau, the nuclear missiles. Alright? Which is the icing on the cake, the finisher. Alright? Because back in the days of old, in the days of Noah, the earth was destroyed by what? Water. Alright? And the Most High promised that he wouldn't destroy the earth by water again. And he gave us a sign, which is the rainbow. The rainbow was the sign. But what these fucking degenerates take the rainbow and do with it? They make it a symbol, Salakia, of their wickedness. You know? You know what I'm speaking about. Because if I utter such speech, they might strike my video. So I wouldn't say it, but you know what I'm speaking about. Alright? So the earth will no longer be destroyed by water, but by fire. Alright? The nuclear missiles that are being created. The Most High playing in the mind of these elites to create, to spend billions and trillions of dollars, to invest billions and trillions of dollars into these nuclear missiles. Alright? Into these hypersonic missiles. Alright? Yo, it is about to go down, but the Most High all in a trick bag for you all to think that they wouldn't even use these missiles, because a lot of you fucking peons and degenerates, tutors and heathens actually saying that these missiles wouldn't be used. But you all wasn't given the foresight to see, as the scripture say in Isaiah chapter 29 and Isaiah chapter 6. Right? The Most High poured a spirit of deep sleep upon you all. So you all wouldn't see what's going on. All you could see is things pertaining to the flesh. Alright? Carnal things. Alright? That is all you could see. But they can't see beyond that. But we could see beyond that because we was given that foresight. We was chosen from the beginning. Now I always say that because it's the truth. All right. So we, the elect, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, are exempted from the judgments. Going back to Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4, the mark of exemption. And I will read it real quick before I close off the video. And I'll read a little more into the article before I close off the video also. All right. I also have our next precept to bring out. 2 Corinthians. Can't forget that one. All right. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Power said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So yeah, we out here sighing and crying, praying to the Lord to hasten the days, to speed up the times. Out on the highways prophesying. Trying to bid you out to the marriage. For the Most High to bring the kingdom, to establish the kingdom for Israel and Judah. Alright? That is what we're doing. And what the Most High is saying is letting the angels know to set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry, which is the elect, which is us. Lord willing. Alright? Verse 5, and to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. So all y'all who say they wouldn't use these missiles wouldn't be used, you're thinking that they're gonna pay it down in museums. Yo, utter destruction coming to you. Verse 6, lay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house. I slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Alright? So that is what coming upon the planet Earth. Right? You all want to take the mark, you all want to take the spiritual branding. Alright? Because when you take that mark, ultimately what you're saying is that, hey, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is my God. That is my power. I pray to he. He blessed me. I bow down to he. That is my Lord. Right? And for the foolishness of your actions, the Most High is going to put you down. Terribly. Alright? So the mark here in Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4 is going into the Hebrew word tawah. Right? Which means exempt from judgment. Alright? So it's two different marks. Like the mark in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. That mark going into the Greek word charagma. Right? Which means to cut, to imprint, to stamp. And the Hebrew word for that mark is kwai. Alright? So hey, this book is like a puzzle. You had to put it together. As I say, there's this Edomite, I can't remember his name, but he say a thorough understanding, a full, true understanding of the Bible is better than any college or tertiary education, any college degree. Alright? And we was given that blessing, that gift, to actually understand the scriptures. True understanding, because there's a lot of degenerates out there that actually think that they understand the word, but they don't really, and truly they don't. So boom, what we'll do, we'll read into the article a little bit more, and the Bahama second Corinthians on deck. All right. According to Yahoo News, the cost of the bill is still being calculated, but is expected to come in at around 79 billion spent over the next 10 years. This includes a key provision of 50 billion that will go directly to United States chip makers. I can continuing for the expansion of facilities as well as for research and development. Greater China dominates global microchip exports. Forbes News. For now, mainland China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan are dominating global microchip production, which allows them to control half of the worldwide export market, as seen in numbers available from the United Nations Comtrade database. Greater China exports of microchips total amount 400 billion in the pandemic year of 2020. All right. The latest for which full data is available, the US exported semiconductors worth around 44 billion the same year, still the seventh highest in the world. All right. So let me bring all the seven Corinthians, the second Corinthians, so I can close off. Yeah. Book of Second Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan shall have an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? Because as I said, we was given the foresight to see, right? The Most High spark that light, you know, in our minds, in our hearts, in our la'ab, to actually see what is taking place. He gave us this knowledge, the true understanding of the book. So that is why we wouldn't be ignorant of his devices. We know what's going on. While a lot of these tutors are in a Gentile state, because really and truly they are Gentiles because they don't know the Lord. They don't know the law, statutes, and commandments. So they are Gentiles. All right? The Most High has quickened our spirit, you know? Because back in the world, we used to behave like these two-thirds, all right? But the Most High quicken our spirit, you know? That is it. All right? As it's saying, there's Ephesians. I'm getting the book of Ephesians, chapter 2 and starting at verse 1. Boom, boom, boom. Get it real quick before I close off. Bear with me a second. All right. Book of Ephesians, chapter 2 and verse 1. It say, and you had he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins. Yeah, because we was actually niggers in the world. You know, the same thing that these tutors, devils, and heathens are doing, we used to partake in it. All right. And it would quicken to meaning to make alive, to revive. All right. The Most High sparked that light. He flipped that switch. And basically, we was revived because, hey, as I said previously, earlier on into the video, right? We was with Yahweh from the beginning, the elect. We created everything that you see out here. We aided Yahweh in creating everything that you see out here, the elements, right? So We was given that foresight. It's just that we basically we was asleep for a certain time, you know. But the Most High woke us up in these last days to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to prophesy the plagues, pestilences that are coming upon the planet Earth. All right, that is why we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, the bonus of the elders and apostles of Great Mercy Natural, GMS. Peace, blessings, salutations to the elects, because I brought preaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom. Mawat Lababal, DTA, death and destruction to this planet, to this system. Shalom, Brakatah.